gave a talk today at noon at the Google headquarters in New York City, and it was a pretty big deal for me. The talk was titled, "Why Meditation is the New Caffeine." And it was quite a journey getting to this place. Like, it was definitely, this has been like a milestone that I've been working towards for a while, and a company that I've been flirting with for a very long time. So the fact that this finally came to fruition was really exciting. I do my group meditations every week like normal, and then this woman was here and she approached me. She's like, "I would really love to bring you to Google to do a talk." And I was like, yes. And at first it was just going to be me like talking to like a room full of people. And then the longer it went on, the Google Talks committee got involved, which is basically they have their own YouTube channel and they broadcast these things because P.S. Google owns YouTube. And so they brought in a series of speakers, and on the docket for this series was Arianna Huffington and Russell Simmons and myself. And so we did the talk today, and the woman who was organizing it was like, "I don't know how many people are going to come. It might be like 15, and they might be on their laptops, and they'll probably be texting, and they'll probably leave early, so don't take it personally." And I was like, okay. And then like more people come in, and more people come in, and more people come in. It was like 65 people. It was standing room only, and this board was it 80 people? Oh. It was just Google employees. It was at the New York headquarters, and I wasn't under anyone else's thing. It was like Emily Fletcher of Ziva Meditation, and anyway, it was standing room only, and they filmed it, and it's going to be turned into a Google Talk, and they streamed it like all over the globe to all the employees, and it was a real, like a real win. It was a real success. The talk went very, very well, and so the thing that I wanted to, I mean, yes, I'm really proud of this, and so I'm sharing it for two reasons, like three. One, I'm proud of it. Two, I just wanted to illustrate like the crazy rocky road of rejection and, you know, left turns and right turns that got that, you know, that brought that into fruition. And three, 24 hours ago, if you had asked me like how this talk was going to go, I would have cried. I did cry. I cried like 4 times yesterday. At 10 o'clock yesterday morning, I hired one of my friends who does a lot of corporate speaking. Like she does creativity workshops with the Imagineers at Disney, and she works at Pixar and things. So she is used to corporate presentations. So I hired her to like work with me on this talk because it was a brand new talk, and I'd never done that before. Anyway, I sit down in her apartment, and like before I said anything, I just started crying. And she's like, "What's going on right now?" And I was like, "A lot of stories. I'm not good enough. I haven't written any books. I mean, I have, but it's not published yet. And like, I am not like on the plane of these people. Like, I don't deserve to do this talk. I'm underprepared. Like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be a public failure. They're streaming it all around the globe, and then my fiance's gonna see it." And like, it was just like this whole story of suckiness. And it was, she really made the space for me to just articulate that stuff. And then she had this beautiful image. She said, we need to know what's playing in your headphones so we can take it off and allow you to connect with those people in the room. And so I sat there for an hour. We worked on the talk, not really at all. I just cried and told her how scared I was. And then we worked on the intro for like 5 minutes. But then I worked on it like all night long, and I did all of this research, and I studied so much about the neuroscience of the brain and how caffeine and meditation affect them differently and similarly. And the talk was really, really good. And I was super nervous for like the first 2 to 3 minutes. And I realized something that I hadn't necessarily realized before, because I haven't been nervous like that in a long time. And I realized that you prepare not for like the performance itself, you prepare for your nerves. Because if you're not prepared and then you start to get nervous, then you can spin on that story of "I'm not prepared and I suck, I suck, I suck," and you can sabotage yourself. You prepare not so that you can control how it's gonna go. You prepare so that when you get nervous, you can then remind yourself that you've done the work and trust yourself. And then let go and see whatever wants to happen. Most of it was improvised. The talk today. I mean, I had like goalposts of what I was going to say, but I was like making fart jokes and like talking about like all kinds of ridiculousness. And now my philosophy on drugs is if the pros outweigh the cons, then enjoy. It's like ridiculous. But it was really fun, and obviously everyone's creative process is unique, but I don't think there's any way to avoid the suckydom of the creative process. Like, I think you just have to start before you're ready, allow yourself to suck, and then hopefully at some point you'll swim through to the other side when it's go time. But there's just going to be the creative demons that come up, especially when it's something that you care about. When it's something that you really, really want, then that fear and that resistance comes up right behind it. And to my knowledge, there's no way around it. There are tools and there's ways to train your brain, obviously, that will help you cope with it better, but it's going to come. How you handle it is up to you. Preventing it from coming or stopping when it does come, that's not the name of the game. It's how do you handle it when those demons come up and the I suck voice gets so loud. The end.
Bleeding sun, stubborn.